Hey guys, so sorry about the glare. I can't really help that because it's the sun. It creates that glow, look. So I showed you in my last vlog how I bleached my hair up. I used the cap and got it all blonde, but today I want to tone it. I did get a lot of comments actually about why I capped it rather than foil highlighted it. I used to cap my hair all the time, like, you know, years and years ago when it was the sort of the only mainstream way of doing it. And then I didn't. I've pretty much always foiled it, and if you look back on my channel you'll see videos time and time again of every time I do my hair I did foil it, but the last couple of times I capped it. I capped it when I did the brown, and I was thinking, well, I wouldn't bleach it with the cap because, you know, you can't determine exactly where they're going to be. And yeah, it's a bit of variety. Honestly, it's no quicker because pulling them through the cap takes just as long. It's just as much hassle because obviously, but there's different pros and different cons. Like when I'm foiling it, even though I use two different peroxide strengths, so I use like 6% at the bottom and then 12%. If you're not a hairdresser, this won't make any sense, but I think some of the comments I got were from hairdressers. I'm an old school hairdresser, by the way. And so yeah, so I start at the bottom. One, doing it to yourself, your arms are like this, it's kind of difficult, it's a struggle. And by the time I get to about here, these ones are already done, even though I'm using two different peroxide strengths, like I said. But the pro of doing it in foils is you get them exactly where you want them, whereas the cap you kind of don't. Like if you notice, I've got a big chunky one there, and then I've got like a darker patch there. Can you see that? But when you put the cap on, you pull through and you just don't know where they're going to be. It's like pot luck. But because I am shadow rooting it, you won't see that. So yeah, will I cap again? Maybe, maybe not. I think next time I will use the foils because under here is still quite dark. Because the way the cap's shaped, it doesn't go round like that as much. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to be using shade ZQ. I've got 9p for my ends, and then for my roots I'm going to mix 6 GB and 7p. So I'm going to go and wash my hair because it has to be done on freshly washed hair. I'm going to go wash my hair, stick these toners on, and then it will look much nicer. Although people are like, wow, your hair's blonde. I'm like, I know, I'm not finished yet. They're like, no, I like it. And I'm like, no. Because the thing is, as my hair goes, because it's so dark, you are really going to see, you know, that dark. And that's why I sort of blend it out. And because these are only temporary, as it blends out and fades, it looks more natural as it grows out. Like you saw last week how my hair looked. A lot of people will have their hair like that, and you know, and it pass, but I just noticed my greys were showing, and that's another question I got as well, like about my dark hair. I love my dark hair, I do miss it, but it's those greys. Boy, do they show up against like my dark hair. I think my hair's like a level 4, so really dark. Whereas if it's lighter, they kind of blend in a bit. I've got lots of friends that are going this way because of the greys, because box dyes, they're like, I'm putting box dyes on every 2 weeks, and you just get those roots. So if you do have naturally dark hair and you're getting all those greys coming in, going lighter will help, honestly. Right, I'm gonna go wash my hair. So my hair's still drying. If you can still see the highlights. They're still there, but they're not like bam, you know, that really bleach blonde look. It just mutes them down so it just looks a bit more natural as a brunette having blonde hair would look. Yeah, it's still drying. It's doing that thing where it's going all frizzy and stuff, so I need to put some oils and stuff in it. I like these, they're so good. Bit pricey, but I got the cream one and then the oil. I mix them together. That's better, isn't it? Oh my gosh. It's my birthday in a couple of days, so this weekend me, Danny, Sherry, Matt, Lauren and Paul are going to do a panic room. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to vlog any of it because I think it's no cameras allowed, because obviously then people could go in and cheat, but that's what I'm getting ready for. So I'm not entirely sure what I'm wearing. I put on, let me stand up, green jeans and a t-shirt, but I may probably change. The one we're going to is a dinosaur one, so I kind of thought with greens. Me and Danny were gonna like dress up Jurassic Park like, but yeah, that's too much, so we're not gonna do that. But I am kind of going for greens. Like I said, I might change this t-shirt. It's quite warm today, which is surprising. Danny's currently food shopping because he's been on late. And the majority of stuff that we need really, because I've been going Morrison's, we don't need a lot of food. I want him to get bits for tonight because after the panic room, my friends are going to come round for drinks and cards, so I kind of want to have some snacks and stuff like that. I don't know how much to get ready. I don't know. It's out, but not. It's just a panic room. So yeah, I want to look sort of in between a day and a night look, not full on night. So it kicked off at Morrison's. There's this lady, and she's done it to me before. She goes around pinching stuff out of other people's trolleys, and someone weren't happy and a row sparked. And she's a proper old lady as well. I think she's just thinking she can get away with it. And with me, it happened because if I see stuff that I think's a really, really good deal, even if I don't want it, I'll pick it up, and then any of the regulars, because obviously I've made some friends there now, any of the regulars, if I see them, I'll go, do you want this? Do you want this? And if they don't, I can always put it back on the shelf. But if they do, then they're really appreciative of me giving it to them. So I picked up these sardines, and we love fish in this house, but I can't eat fish if it's still got its eyes and stuff, you know what I mean? It freaks me out and I just feel really, really bad for it. So I got them out of my trolley and I said to her, would you like these sardines? I didn't want them, I just picked them up because they were a good deal. And she was like, oh yes please love. So she took them and I was like, you're welcome. And then she gets her hands in my trolley and starts moving things around. Is there anything else I can have? And I was like, oh, I just laughed. I burst out laughing and I just turned my trolley away and was just like, you're so funny. But yeah, that's what you get for helping people. And she's been going around going, just rummaging in people's trolleys, taking stuff out. Anything in there I can have? And it sparked a row with someone. Oh my goodness. Lesson. I just like to buff that in, especially around my neck. I'm gonna go in with this blush. This is my out one. The Essence one, which is £1, which was broken. This is so good, but this is more of a day one. Because it's matte, where this one's a bit more glitzy. We'll go for the glitzy one tonight. I'm feeling glitzy. Actually, I wonder if I should use my new palette. That's got some nice glitzy colours in it. This one. This is a really nice palette. Because it's got the these shades. Ooh, Maybe not. That's really glitzy. It's pretty though. I can diffuse it. This is a really good highlight. I don't know why I buy any more makeup. I have everything that I need. And I really like this one because I can use it as an eyeshadow as well. That's why I've used so much of it. I'm almost hitting pan because and this was so inexpensive. The W7 brand is so inexpensive. But it's look at that, really pretty for how cheap it is. And yeah, let me put it on my lid and I'll show you. It's such a pretty colour. Look at that. Considering how cheap it is. Love multi-purpose. Put that down as a base, eh? And then what I'll do is I'll just get like a brown. Even the, this is W7 as well, but the bronzer that you can use for bronzer, and then I use it on my eyes as well. But I think I'm going to go in with this. I think that colour's really, really pretty. I'm going to go for that one. See, that's normally what I would do for my day look, but I'm obviously going to, or maybe a wing. I want to amp it up a bit. A matte one on a flat brush. Go in with my eyeliner. Always just do the actual eye on both and then I go back and do my wing when it's dried down a bit. That's just the way I do it. I don't know how big I want my wing. You start small and then we can always get bigger. But if I go too big and then I'm like, ugh, yeah. If I want to go bigger than that, maybe a little bigger. So what else I've started doing is putting this liquid liner on the bottom, not in the waterline but just underneath the lashes, just because I usually do that with eyeshadow, but it wears off really, really quickly, where this stays. So I just smudge it in a bit with my finger. Eyebrows. Do I put lashes on or not? I'm not sure. I think I'm taking it too far now. So what do we think? it really makes a difference, doesn't it? I don't know if it's too much. Talking about too much, I got these other lashes off eBay and I thought, oh, you know, they look really, really nice. They're huge. They don't look that big, but watch. There's no way I could wear them. Could you imagine? Yeah, no. That's a false lash. That's like, what? Oh my gosh. eBay foul. eBay foul. For my hair, I have this little bottle and then I put cold boiled water and then I put, you know, the stuff I showed you earlier, the macadamium cream and oil. I just add that too. It does separate. I give it a good shake and then I spray my hair, because this is what my hair looks like all the time. So I spray it, I comb it out, give it a bit of a scrunch, and then it will dry without being so frizzy, because obviously this stops your hair getting so frizzy. That way I don't have to use heat on my hair, because if I straighten my hair's not the type of hair that stays straightened for very long. I'll curl my hair if I'm, you know, going out, but again, I don't want an in between. Maybe not an out, just an out. Or an out and a half. Yeah, I'm just going to let my hair dry and it shouldn't look too frizzy. I'm still not sure about this shirt. I'm going to wear my leather jacket anyway, but we'll see. Right, let's go and record my shopping haul and then cook dinner. So I'll throw in a picture of last night. It was the most amazing evening. This is what it is, and that's the time we did it in. Although I think they were a bit gracious. I think we were slightly over, but they just did it so we had like 16 seconds or whatever remaining to get out. I'm not going to talk about the puzzles and stuff like that, because if anyone wants to do it, if I talk about it, it's just going to give it away, and I don't want to do that. But if you're ever given the opportunity to do a panic room, 100% do it. It's kind of like, do you remember the Crystal Maze? I used to love that when I was a kid, and I used to always think I'd love to go on it, but obviously they don't do it anymore. It's just like that. You go from room to room to room and you do loads of puzzles and you have to figure it out, and it's really interactive. We had like 3 actors that was interacting and stuff with us, and yeah, it was so much fun. And then they all come back later after for drinks. So I think me and Danny didn't get to bed until like 2 o'clock in the morning. We were playing cards and stuff like that. It was so much fun. Yeah, I'd love to tell you all about it, but I don't want to spoil it for anyone. And we've kind of said that we'd love to do more of them as a group, because by the time you split it up over all of you, it don't work out that much. We got it on a deal and it worked out 16 quid a person, and you know, well worth the money, well worth the money. So today's in bulk, which is the hope that spring is on its way. I don't actually have much decor for it. I do have a bit. I've got my little dolly and my wreath, which I'm going to put on my door. I love this. It's like the earth is all dead, but you know, if you look closely, it's the growth and life is sprouting. So I'm going to put that on my door. And I have a table runner The only thing is, I don't actually have this out for very long because this will be out for literally 2 weeks and then I'll get all my Valentine's stuff out. So I'm not going to bother changing my table. I'll just keep it Harry Potter and then change it to put my Valentine's stuff in. And Sherry just popped back up and gave me a goodie bag for my birthday. I weren't going to open it because it's actually my birthday tomorrow, but it's not wrapped, so I can see it. Oh, she's such a sweetheart to me, honestly. Oracle cards. Witch's Wisdom. Ooh. Do you remember I got her some for her birthday? I've not seen these ones before. Oh, I love the backs. Ah, Beltane. Let me see the in bulk one. In bulk, here it is. That's the card of the season. I might pull that actually and put it up over there where I have all my crystals and stuff like that and just have it out. And then, ooh, eye creams. She's so sweet. And they're all, I love that colour. All glitzy and shiny. Oh, little candles. 2 of them. Ah, these ones, they crackle, don't they? I've never had these before, but I've seen them. Oh, vanilla smells so good. Cherry. Mmm. Oh, these seem a bit too special for me to burn them. So yeah, I'm gonna put this stuff out. Danny is actually in town with Cameron. Cameron saved up his money and he saved up enough to get an Xbox One. Only second hand, he's not got enough to buy it new, but you know, I said to you that he used to be really bad with his money and spend it as soon as it hits his pocket. And then where Liam saved up all his money and got that VR headset, it kind of made Cameron think. So he's been saving his money, and then he looked online, he was like, CEX, you can buy an Xbox One for the same amount of money that I've saved up and I would really like it. And it's like, well, you know, you've saved up your money, you can do what you want with it. But yeah, so that's where they've gone. He's so excited. The only thing with video games, one, I'm a girl so I don't really get it, and 2, it's like you buy all these games for them and then you buy a new console and then all the games don't work on the next one and then you have to start all over again. It seems so wasteful to me. Do you know what I mean? It just seems so wasteful. But what you gonna do? I suppose it is second hand, so it's not as wasteful. It's wonderful having people around, but look at the mess. We went through all that pot and that, all these dishes. Bless Paul saw my scrap bowl that I need to take out and thought it was salad. It's like, is that salad? I was like, no, that's my scraps. Yeah, and then Sherry got me some flowers. And I said to her, the yellow label ones? She's like, no. I was like, oh, you should have got me yellow label ones. So I need to take them apart and make them pretty. And she also got me a cake. They were going to buy me a birthday cake, but I don't like birthday cake. And Sherry knows that I love carrot cake, so yum. And then I do have a little helper in here, don't I? Yeah. He's finished cleaning his room, and now he's helping me polish.
Done this.
You've done that? What are you doing next? Listen, leave this bit because it's got candles and incense, so just leave that.
I don't.
Don't you do that one, but you can do the other ones.
Or that one might burn.
Yeah, don't do that one.
Will
Okay.
it set on fire? Will it make ginormous fire?
It would, so we don't touch that, okay? Don't touch that one.
This one's fine?
Yeah, you can do that one. You can do that one, darling.
This is so stanky. Look. Yuck.
How does it feel to actually save up and get something that you really, really want?
Oh, good actually.
It feels good, right?
Got an Xbox One. Look at it.
That's huge.
It's huge.
Wow.
And this. Golden.
He got a golden remote as well. Remote, controller.
Controller.
I'm clearly not a gamer.
And then we've got 2 games as
We've
well.
got 2 games.
Oh, I can't.
I think they're too big for you, darling. You can't play those games.
What?
You can play Injustice.
What?
You can play this one.
It's not violent, no.
No.
Okay.
It's the other one they play downstairs. The fighting one.
Okay. I don't like these fighting games. So I'm just coming on to end this weekly vlog. I hope you enjoyed it and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.